Glad to have you along from Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Kyle Whittingham went out with a bang at the University of Utah. An 11-2 season, the Utes were a terrific team, just falling short of the college football playoff. But now, under the leadership of true Ute Morgan Scalley, we'll see if Utah can run it back this season and get into the playoff championship picture. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Utah Utes offense will get first crack at it today. Wayshawn Parker, he is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man.
Might have a chance. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Parker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with them.
So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. KJ Jackson. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force saves. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Keeps it on the option. Maybe some room here. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. They'll run the screen. Spins away from the defense. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Will make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
And the Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They feed him again. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Motion from the back. To throw, it's Dampier. That's reeled in, it's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The run inside. It's Smith. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. The give is to Smith. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Russell. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place gonna see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Arkansas head coach told me their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Over the middle, it's Smith. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff for Parker. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Simmons. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together.
Finding some room.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Marshall. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his big tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now sliding to his left. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Off-play action on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Jackson will throw. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here, they've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game now. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
It's complete to the right. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Smith. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the turnover squandered an opportunity to put this game away a moment ago. Now they'll have to pull it out of the fire in a tie ball game. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the option, he keeps it. Fighting off the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's a gift to Parker. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Keeps it himself. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Heaves it deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Utes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Jackson gonna throw it. He unleashes a long one. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They'll give it to Parker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Parker again.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Run in the red zone, it's Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Again, it's Wayshawn Parker. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.